Hi guys, this is Miss Rivera. I'm going to show you some different options for your final project. So on this part of our research, we're taking our research and we're making it into a product. So as you can see on your screen, I have a travel blog here. In my travel blog, I went ahead and typed it up. You can also write it on paper. I'll show you an option in another video. For this one, this is going to be a digital option. So I typed up everything and now I have my little travel letter. So I used a lot of French words in here and tried to make it authentic. So I'm going to show you how to do a couple of things. Right now, I do not have indentions in my paragraphs. So indentions are the little spaces that show right before the paragraph. An easy way to do this is to click in front of your first sentence and then press the tab button. And as you see now, I've created a nice indent, and I can do that all the way down my page. Sometimes it's really hard to come up with a way of finding out how do I sort my words? How do I sort everything into a paragraph? What makes a paragraph? So let's kind of look at my paragraphs that I've written so far, okay? So it says, Bonjour mes amis. That means hello, my friends. This past week I have had a blast touring all over France. Today I visited the beautiful city of Paris. Did you know Paris is the capital of France? It is a major city of tourism, which means there are always a lot of people observing the wonderful things that Paris has to offer. All right, so after you see my first paragraph, I'm kind of introducing where I'm at. So all those sentences go together because it's describing where I am. So I'm writing from Paris, France in this letter right now. Now, as you saw, I stopped while I was reading out loud and I inserted a new word because it helped make it make more sense. And that's why we want to reread our things to ourselves over and over again. So let's look at the second paragraph. I have learned a few phrases like bonjour, hello, salut, goodbye, and je m'appelle. My name is. French is a common language spoken in France. However, France is a multicultural country. Did you know there are over 67 million people living in France? That's a lot. As I travel around, I can hear other languages too, like English, Arabic, German, and many more. So do you know what my second paragraph was mostly about? I talked a lot about languages, right? And then I used the knowledge that I learned about the French language and put it in that paragraph. Let's look at paragraph 3. My favorite part of traveling has been the delicious food. France has many different types of food. French people often eat bread, pastries, and ham in their food. Some examples of French food are madeleines, croissants, macarons, baguettes, croque-monsieur, fromage, and mousse au chocolat. C'est bien. It's great. Okay, so in that paragraph, I'm talking a lot about the food. Okay, so the food. I grouped all those sentences together because I was talking about the food of France. Let's look at the next paragraph. I am planning on seeing some paintings by Claude Monet. He was a famous artist that used pointillism, or a series of small dots, to create an image from far away. His paintings are not in the Louvre, a fancy museum in Paris, but are very close by. So in that paragraph, I talked about the painter Claude Monet, and I kind of used that to talk about the Louvre just a little bit. All right, let's look at my last paragraph. It's not very long, but paragraphs don't have to be long. They just have to all be sentences that go together. The Eiffel Tower was breathtaking. I highly recommend that you visit too. You can see all of Paris from the top. So you see, I separated those two ideas into different paragraphs because if I was just talking about Claude Monet and I put the Eiffel Tower next to it, I may think that that's where Claude Monet's paintings are, but that's not what I was talking about. So I had to separate them into their own paragraphs because I'm talking about different ideas. Now, as you see, I kind of used a little bit of my letter writing skills. So I close up by saying, "Salut, for now, I'm off to explore the Alps." And I'm going to show you some options that you can do if you decide to type it up. You don't have to, you could write it by hand, but I'm going to show you how to do some digital things right now, okay? So you could change up the font and you could make it into cursive like I just did here. Okay, so I've made my letters into cursive. If you don't like that, you can change it into a different one. Okay. Another option here is you can insert. You can insert some images from the web, just like on the slideshow. If you see my slideshow tutorial, you see that I put in some pictures from the web. So let's try and do that together again. So all I have to do is go to Insert Image, search the web, and I'm going to put the Eiffel Tower. Okay, I think I really like this picture. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So let's see if this one will go into our text. Wonderful. Now you see that moved down my text. And like if I move this, it kind of disrupts my text. So we have to format it. We have to go here. So we have three options. We can choose inline, wrap text, or break text. My favorite is wrap text because what that means is I can move the picture anywhere and the words will go around my picture. So I find that to be really easy when I'm trying to make like a journal entry or something that's supposed to look like a diary or a magazine. That feature is pretty helpful. So wrap text. Let's do another one. Let's get some more on here to see what that would look like. Okay, so I talk about the Eiffel Tower. Maybe I should have a French flag. Okay, so maybe I can put, let's get the one with the clouds. So that looks pretty. All right, oops, I got the wrong one, but that's okay. So again, to resize, in the other video I showed you how to do this, but if you didn't watch it, you can click on your image, press down your Shift key on your keyboard, click and drag down. Okay, so now I've resized the picture. To make it bigger, you don't have to hold down the Shift key. Now you can just drag it from the corner, okay? The Shift key just helps size it so it doesn't get too pixelated. So over here, I'm going to do the same because I like to use wrap text. Now, since I talk about the Eiffel Tower at the bottom, I'm going to put that at the bottom of my page, and I'm going to put this one up here. Okay, let's put something else in here. Let's put the Alps, French Alps. Okay, so let's put a picture. Uh-oh, that one didn't work. It's okay. We go back. It should still be saved in here so I can pick one that I like. Let's go ahead. Let's choose. Let's choose this one. I like it to have a little bit of snow on there. All right. So again, I'm going to resize. I'm going to press the Shift key and press down. Now, see, it's messing up my writing. So I want to press the wrap text. And I'm going to put that at the bottom because when I finish, I'm kind of saying that I'm going to leave and go to the Alps. Okay. Now, another thing I really like to show the food in my writing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a picture of macarons. And I want the pretty bright ones, so I'm going to put that in there. And that's a huge picture. So as you see, it disrupted my whole writing because it's not on wrap text. Once I get it on wrap text, it'll help. So I'm going to move that down a little bit more. Okay, so now that I'm looking, I want to make sure that none of my text is messed up or to the side. And that looks good. For me, I really like it in the cursive handwriting. So I think from there I could print it off and it could look like a pretty little letter. And that would be it. All right, guys, in the next video, I'm going to show you how to make a slideshow instead.